Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Let's Discuss. I am Wrestling Man, and along with me is Jim Boy Star.
Hmm.
And today we're going to do a non WWE album.
Which is going to be, in a way, a rarity because WWE's come out with a lot of albums, but
hmm So, in 1992, WCW was trying to make its way up, and they released an album. It is WCW Slam Jam. And this is very unique because this is their first attempt, but also because they're a little bit different than WWF because I think all but maybe one or two songs, no wrestlers sing their songs.
oh, I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. But
I
yes,
think I might be
I don't
wrong.
think they I don't think they do for the most part. I'm
Yeah.
super excited about this album, by the way, folks. If you're as happy as I am about WCW Slam Jam being mentioned in 2013, hit the like button because I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah, especially with what I've discovered, and I'll wait a
Yeah.
little bit to
Oh,
tell
you're
you
gonna
about
wait
it.
on that? All right, this is
Yeah,
big.
I
This is
think we
big news,
should.
folks. Big news here.
So, if you are a fan of this album, you're going to want to stay tuned.
How many people out there, like in the general wrestling world, is talking about WCW Slam Jam? I
Um,
don't think there's many.
until today, probably not a lot.
And you know what's funny is this album I think is probably the hardest one to get out of any album that we're gonna get to.
Yeah,
Like
that,
I think that I was looking a couple places and it has like, oh, it's unavailable, probably because it's not being printed out anymore.
yeah. I wonder if you can even find it on like eBay. You know,
If you know someone or you have it yourself, leave us a comment because I need to know who has their hands on WCW Slam Jam.
yeah. I mean, I just looked up High Spots, and High Spots doesn't have it, so you know it's rare.
Mhm.
When High Spots, which has a bunch of random stuff, you know, does not have it. So,
Yeah. All right,
all
let's
right,
go. Come on, excited. Go ahead.
all right, let's get right into it.
Yes.
The first track is Ron Simmons. Don't step to Ron.
Don't step to Ron. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this song.
It's not that bad of a song. It's sort of like early '90s rap with a little bit of funk in it.
Yeah. That's a good way
It
to describe that. Sure.
it's not that bad. You know, I mean, compared to other songs that we'll talk about, which are probably worse,
Mhm.
but it's not that bad of a song.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
a, I'm a fan. It's probably not one of my favorite songs, but I still like it. It's not in my. It wouldn't be in my bottom three.
I just wish, it was used during his run as WCW champion,
Yeah.
which would have been interesting. Although I did like I don't even remember the one he used, but this one would have been good while he was a champion there.
Agreed.
All right. Next song is, I would say, one of the two most recognized songs off the album.
I'd agree with that.
The Man Called Sting. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I don't have this album, but I would remember like trying to say the words to the song, and I think a lot of people our age did that as
Oh
well.
yeah, Man Cold Sting, absolutely.
hmm It's just a great song, and it really does describe Sting, which, to be honest, for the first couple albums WWF did, doesn't describe the character.
Well, I mean, though, no, some of them they do though, like Honky Tonk Man.
hmm
That described him. But you're right. Other than a few scares here or there, it was more like, Land of a Thousand Dances. If you only knew, not really very specific, I guess you would say. Still fun, but it's not very specific for one particular person. This
hmm
one with Sting, that was all about him. I remember when I first started watching WCW. I was a huge fan of that song and a huge fan of Sting as well. Sting and
Yeah.
another person on this album were like my favorites when I first started watching WCW. But being my favorite wrestler doesn't really mean anything because I change constantly. And I should mention, I also do where, like, I might like someone now, but it could be the stupidest reason why I would not like them in the future.
Yeah. So after that great song, the next one is Cactus Jack, Mr. Bang Bang.
And there's my other one. That's
Wow,
the other
really?
one. Sting and Cactus Jack were my two favorites when I started watching WCW. I am a big fan of this Mr. Bang Bang song. Probably, honestly, I probably like this song more than some of his other songs that he has as just a regular theme song in WWE. I was a big fan of Mr. Bang Bang. And just I definitely like it more than that Rex song, without a doubt. But some of the other ones, it's kind of tied or surpasses.
Mm-hmm. With this one, it is a good song, but I think you mentioned it. He had so many other songs in WWE
Yeah.
that this one gets forgotten, or it is forgotten. So
Not if you had classics on demand.
very true, very true. And sad to say that it's going away soon.
Yeah. He's
Very
not
sad.
he's not a member of the band. He's Cactus Jack, and better known as Mr. Bang Bang. I think that's one of the lyrics. Great stuff.
All right, next up, Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm surprised this name has not come up yet, but as far as just albums. But, his comes up with Master of the DDT. And you know what? As a kid, I don't really remember that song.
I barely remember Jake Roberts in WCW,
Let
let alone this song.
He had like one main event, and that was it. And I love Jake, but he had one main event, and then he was gone.
I'm lukewarm with this one. This is probably the first song on this album that I'm lukewarm on. Like I don't feel either way. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's terrible. It's right there in the middle for me.
Mm-hmm. See, I just don't know about this song if it really fits him. I mean, because it's just a weird time, because it's Jake Roberts in WCW, and a lot of people, associate Jake with WWF.
Right.
So, it's very weird.
Mm.
All right, next up, to me, this is the worst song on the album.
Okay.
Fabulous Freebirds with Freebird Forever.
I might agree with you on that. Now that because now I'm looking at the rest of the list, I think I would agree with you on this one. The Freebird Forever is probably not the strongest one or the weak link of this list.
Because, like everybody that is a fan only knows them with Bad Street USA.
Right.
Which is one of the greatest songs of all time. This is just a piece of crap. It really is.
Are you going to rant against Freebird Forever? Is this going to become a Wrestling Man rant?
Well, no, because you know what?
I don't know. This is the first time I heard you refer to a song on this series as a piece of crap.
No,
so I don't know. Go ahead.
Michael Hayes agrees. He hated this song. He mentioned this on Legends of Wrestling, where they debuted the song at a class, and it was live. It was on live TV, so they had to lip sync the song, and the music video was being played at the same time, and the audio was just going off. The video is bad. It's just terrible. But at least Michael Hayes thinks that this is not a good song. I don't know how you associate this with the Fabulous Freebirds. I really
Maybe
don't.
Michael Hayes is the reason why this album is so rare. He wanted to make sure he'd gotten rid of all the copies himself.
Maybe. Maybe, but so there you go. I've already answered the question. What's my least favorite song on the album? It's this one. Next up, the next track. This one, you know what? This isn't too bad of a song. I sort of like this one.
I like this one better than this WWE song.
Ravishing Rick Rude with Simply Ravishing.
Yeah.
This is this is a song that perfectly describes Rick Rude.
That's what I mean. That's what a lot of this is based on that and that particular character. Maybe that's one of the reasons I'm such a big fan of this album.
I like where the singer says that how he has a body sculpted like Michelangelo.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Like I said, I definitely like this song way better than what he had in WWE. Not even in the same league, in my opinion.
But I think what makes this song for me is the fact
The
that
girl goes at the beginning is simply ravishing.
exactly,
Ow!
and then she sings, and it's like this is how it's supposed to be. You know, he tries to attract the women, and he does. You know, depending on which women it is.
I even think Rude Awakening is mentioned in the song. I'm almost sure about that. Like this finisher is mentioned in the song.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a good song, you know. So right now, I think, you know, we're sort of adding up to where this right now, of course, we haven't gone through the rest. This is more of a good album than the WWE has put out at this point. We're not, you know, but it's still early.
You know, and I didn't even think of that, but yeah, so far it's doing pretty well. I mean, like I said, I knew I was really excited about WCW Slam Jam because of the fact that, like I said, I don't think anyone else right now is talking about Slam Jam. Even though they should be analyzing the meaning behind every single lyric that is in this particular album.
And you know what's weird?
And find the meaning. Go ahead.
And I wondered this. When WWE bought WCW, however many years ago it is now, because I'm not thinking about, you know, how long ago, did they get, like, the album, like, the rights to that album to where if they wanted to re-release it, they could?
I don't know. That's a really good question because it seems the one thing that WWE isn't really consistent on with that stuff is the music. Hence why some people's themes on Classics on Demand would be changed to like some generic music, like you can tell. So I'm going to say maybe just for some of these they had it, but not enough where they were able to get all of the rights for a re-release.
Right. Okay. So the next one up is Johnny B. Bad with Johnny B. Bad.
I'm a big fan of Johnny B. Bad as that particular character. I like this song, Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah, again, this is another song, you know, that describes the person. It really is a good song.
He looks like Little Richard.
Mm-hmm. But then he'll kiss your little sister.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
man, and the Bad Blaster and man, I thought he was gonna go so far when he made the jump too. I remember thinking back then when he actually went to WWE. I thought he was gonna go real far, but apparently not.
His wife ended up being the one.
Right, his wife ended up being the one. I mean, I enjoyed the Bad Blaster. I recall he was in a mask at some point too.
Yes, you know what? They were just doing that with Classics on Demand because somebody like injured his face.
Oh, okay.
They stole the Bad Blaster.
Oh, they probably shot the Bad Blaster at him. And
yeah,
that's what
I think that's what
him.
happened.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking of it, because they showed WCW Worldwide, and like there are some episodes where it's good, and there are some times where it's cheesy. But no, that was a good storyline. You know, watching it now.
Yeah, and like I said, I was a fan of the of the Johnny B. Bad character and song. I like these like weird, wacky gimmicks. That's why Like if you come in and your name is like John Smith, I'm probably not going to have an interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny B. Bad, on the other hand, lots of interest there.
Yeah. Well, right now the next song is one of my personal favorites. Uh, Dustin Rhodes, The Natural. And he really was, because right now Dustin Rhodes, Goldust, is having this amazing comeback in
I don't
WWE.
know if I'd say amazing, but okay.
Well, it is. I mean,
I don't think it's amazing,
I,
but okay.
I mean, he's having good. It seems like he's
I
having.
like
a
to
lot more
think
fun.
back of better days when he was the Natural.
The Natural. That was such a perfect nickname for him, and he really was and is a natural wrestler.
They call him Natural.
Natural.
It just comes naturally. What was it? He's the son of a gun. Wait, no, what is it?
He's the son of the sun.
He's the son of the He's the son of the sun. He's the son of a gun.
Oh man.
These are great songs. I'm so excited that I get a chance to talk about it. I just, what I wish I wish there was like more, because for the first two Let's Discusses that we did, there's like this background and is certain themes were supposed to go with someone else. And if you haven't listened to them yet, go back and listen to them. It's actually very informative. But this one, we're just really talking about the songs because there is no real at least not that I could think of.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I mean, this album is just so rare that I think if there was a story, it just never got out. And then it just, no one ever really thought to explore it either.
Mm-hmm. All right, this next one is maybe my favorite. I'm not sure yet. I still got to decide.
Okay.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with The Dragon. This is it cheesy? Yes, it is. But I love the song because I don't know how you describe this song. It's so good though.
I gotta be honest with you, out of other than maybe Master of the DDT, this is the one I actually don't remember that much about. I don't remember the Dragon song that much. Can you give me some lyrics to help jolt my memory?
All right. He's a family man who loves his wife and son.
Well, no, not just reading them. I wanted you to sing them too, so that I
That's what I'm trying to do.
That did sound very singful, I guess you would say.
Hold on. Let me think.
Okay.
Oh God, it was like some young women will fall in love with him, but he won't give in because he's a family man. And then they mentioned the part where it's like he took a belt from Flair.
See, you cannot change that song for anyone else now. Like it's not interchangeable. That's what I love about these kinds of songs. I'm a fan.
Oh, it's so good. It really.
I need to listen back to the Dragon. Because I don't remember that much about this one for some reason.
I was a fan as a kid listening to that song, and I'm still a fan now of that song. Oh, it's so good. All right. Now we go up with Barry Windham, and he's smoking.
Yep, this one's all right. I mean, it's kind of catchy for me. It's like smoking, and then it's like
Exactly. It's weird. Well, I probably say that a lot in these videos, and for that I apologize, but that's just how I talk.
Mm-hmm.
This one I would have thought maybe could have been a little bit more Western because it is Barry Windham.
True. I could see that, yeah.
And he has that mentality, and I don't know. This one I'm sort of in the middle of on that.
Mm-hmm.
It has its good points. Like, I think my favorite lyric is his father was a wrestler, his brother was too. See, these are the obscure lyrics that make this great.
What happened to albums like this one? What happened? Where did things start going wrong? And I think that's one of the reasons I really want to do this series, to see at what point did things go off the tracks here.
Oh God!
Because I know there's still a couple more that have like things like this, but I just don't know where the train went off the tracks with. But yeah, like so specific lyrics.
Mm-hmm. And, well, if you like specific lyrics, then you're gonna like this last song.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Steiner Brothers with Steinerized.
Other than the man, well, you know what? Even not. I would have to say, I think that out of all the songs on this album, this one was probably used the most on actual TV. Because if you think about it, they probably started using it when this album came out.
Yeah.
And then they pretty much went through, they pretty much had it, I think, up until, no, because technically Rick still used it after Scott joined the NWO.
Right.
So it survived all the way till whenever Rick retired.
Yeah.
So that's what, 99, 2000? No, I think he was still around in 2000.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So this song had what was it? Well, you said it came out in 92. This had an 8-year run.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the longest out of everyone on here.
Well, actually, if you think about it, with the exception of like that time when they were in WWF, then... Oh,
that's right. Yeah, I don't know how I could forget that, because I like that song too, actually. Not as much as this one, but I did like that one as well.
Yeah. And again, this bitch, so much about their lives. Like, they went to Michigan, and then they became all Americans.
Well, isn't the first line, well, here comes the brother, those Rick and Scott? Like, that's the first line. You already can't customize it to anyone else unless their brothers named Rick and Scott. When one line, they decided, okay, we're just going to make sure no one else can have this song.
Exactly. So unless they find another tag team named Rick and Scott, which I doubt they can,
And they have to be brothers.
Yes,
like, that's the other thing. You can't just have auditions for random Ricks and Scotts out there.
Here come the Steiner brothers, the real Steiner brothers.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I just also wanted to talk about the album cover, because I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Also, because I'm looking at it right now, first off, it says, "It's here. Greatest wrestling album ever. Slam Jam 1. Now, that's a key right there. Slam Jam 1.
Because this was the only one.
Well, was there a long-term plan to go all the way up to, like, the Now series?
I wonder.
And then you're on the front, they got Sting, Ron Simmons, and Ravishing Rick Rude. And Sting looks like he's just happy to be alive.
And Ron Simmons just looked like he came back from some, party where he's like, ugh.
Yeah, like he partied too hard or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rude's just giving the kiss, like a kiss thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not the band kiss. He's like kissing. He's kissing everyone, folks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait, hold on, wait. It says, below where it says, "It's here, the greatest wrestling album ever, Slam Jam 1," it says, "It's tough. Theme songs of the WCW stars. 11 great songs."
Wow. They
What
know
an
how to
album
hype it
cover.
up, huh?
I mean, this is far better than just Hulk Hogan on the front wearing a hat. This is way better than that.
All right. So for those that have made it to this point.
Why wouldn't they have made it to this point?
I don't know. Maybe because of our singing.
This could be it.
All right. When I was getting ready to do this video, to remember what songs were where, there is a WCW Slam Jam Facebook page.
Yes.
All you have to do is type in WCW Slam Jam 1 CD, and it's right there.
Now, can we see what great comments and memories people have of this album? Like, are there comments allowed on there?
There are some comments.
Okay. Is the last one from like 2004, 2005? Well, actually, Facebook wouldn't even been around then. I don't know when Facebook started.
Let's see. I want to see lyrics to all these songs. They are all awesome. And if somebody asks where can I find it, and it says on eBay or Amazon.
All right, see, other people are looking for this album too,
Now I checked Amazon,
and not being successful either. By the way,
and nobody has it on Amazon. Nobody. The very first post was August 2009, and it says, "I still play the Sting song."
very good. That's a good person right there.
Let's see. And then there's somebody did a review of this.
Someone did a review of Slam Jam?
Yeah, back in 2009.
Okay. Like,
So
legit, like, it's like 4 paragraphs long
Oh,
review, or is it just like, a man called Sting, 3 out of 5 stars.
probably.
Mr. Bang Bang, 3 out of 5 stars.
And there are some comments to this.
I want to hear the endless praise of WCW Slam Jam right now. I think I need to hear it.
All right. This reviewer is a total dick.
Why?
He
What
doesn't
happened?
even check his facts. Michael Hayes did, in fact, sing backing vocals on Freebird Forever. Which
Is this the reviewer that you just told us about?
No, this is somebody commenting on this review.
Oh, okay.
And the page actually wrote in, "You're right. In fact, Michael P.S. Hayes wrote all the songs under his real name, Michael Seitz."
Is that true? You're the researcher. Do you recall reading any of this?
I've never heard of it, to be honest.
And
And then the last post,
when was the last post, by the way?
the last post, which was 2 years ago.
All right, people, you all need to go to the WCW Slam Jam Facebook page
do
and just
have
start
to flag
commenting.
this. And it says, "Happy 20th anniversary Slam Jam."
Oh, that's right. It just passed. Wow.
However, it does have 108 likes.
It should have more than that.
Well, I'm going to make it
It
100.
should be like what? It should be like 5,600,000 likes. That's what it should be.
So if you go to Facebook,
Yeah. What's the address to this place so everyone can comment and talk about how great Slam Jam is?
well, all you do is just go click on search, type WCW Slam Jam 1, the number 1 CD, and you're there.
Okay. Very good. All right. So everyone go there. Say it one more time for everyone.
WCW Slam Jam 1 CD.
Very good. I'm glad that someone, actually thought enough of this album to make a page for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy. I think that I can sleep better now knowing that this exists.
Oh, boy. Now, I think we have the hardest part yet so far of picking our favorite song from this album, because there are some gems.
I just want someone to leave a comment and say about, I want to know what everyone's favorite song from WCW Slam Jam is, and then I just want someone to comment all of them. I want someone to say that. All right, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
My favorite, I think, would have... Oh, it's so hard.
It is.
Oh, God.
We already know what your least favorite one is.
Oh, the Freebirds.
Yeah, right.
Easily the
That's
Freebirds.
probably mine, too. Although, like I said, I don't remember much of Master of the DDT.
Yeah. Now they have the cassette tape on eBay.
But you need a cassette player to play that.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't have one. I don't know too many people that do have one.
Let's see. They have...
Is that what it's been reduced to? You can only find it on cassette tape now? Is that how much they've eliminated this album? It's a conspiracy against... It's WWE further holding down WCW.
Oh, boy.
If you miss Slam Jam, hit the like button.
My favorite... I'm going to go with The Man Called Sting, but the Ricky Steamboat one is good, too.
I have to re-listen to that one. Because, like I said, I don't really remember it. But, okay. I'm going to probably go with... My least favorite is probably Freebird Forever as well. My favorite... I kind of liked The Natural.
Yeah,
It's going
that's
to
a
either
good
be
one
The
too.
Natural or Simply Ravishing. Those are probably my two favorites on here.
Yeah.
The Natural song was so good. I think that was probably one of my favorites when I had first got into WCW, like actual theme song.
Hmm. All right. So, is this better than Pile
A
Driver?
million percent.
Oh,
A million.
wow.
Oh, not because Pile Driver was bad. That's because this album's so good.
Oh, this is a hard
I
one.
don't know how this is hard for you.
It
Come on,
is.
how positive have we been about talking with this, with exception of your little Freebird Forever rant?
Very true. Very true. You know what? You got me on that one. Um, yeah, I'd have to say WCW had a better album than Pile Driver because I think you and we agreed a lot of the songs talk about the actual person or people,
It
you
doesn't
know.
just talk about the actual
Well, they
person.
sing, you
They
know.
sing and they also go very in depth with those particular people. Way more than is probably needed.
It would have been funny if like they put some like subliminal message in there like in 1983 Rick Rude had sex.
Yeah, be really descriptive there. Like, no, and she could say it was her,
Oh
the woman that was
God.
singing, and that's what the song's really all about. It was the morning after.
Oh no.
But I mean, I wish that there was another album that like talked about the went really in depth with the characters for their song. I think this might be the only one that we probably will wind up doing that goes so in depth like that we've been talking about.
Yeah. You
I
know.
would venture to guess. I mean, maybe there'll be another couple of tracks, but certainly not a full album. That it's all about very specific things about wrestlers' characters.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, the next time that we're on, or did you guys watch a video? It's actually one of Jim's favorites.
This is going to be tough because I did the whole see which one is better, and I'm excited about the next one as well. Now I'm kind of worried though. Now that I'm thinking about it, because since we started this, I've kept on liking each album more as we go on. We're early in this right now. At some point, it's going to drop dramatically, and I'm sad because right now I'm in like the honeymoon phase, where my interest keeps going up and up and up. But yeah, the next one, super excited about that one too.
Oh boy. Yeah, and I've heard Jim Boy start talk about this a lot of
It's
times.
a great album.
There are good moments and bad moments. We'll talk about it in the next video. Oh man. Bret Hart sings. That's all I have to say. Or attempts to sing.